Right, let's roughly give or take a couple of...
So it's 94. It's usually about 93.
Is it? Right.
I don't know. I drank and ate a lot yesterday, so it's probably gone up a kilo. You've gone down to 70.
I'm going to have to go into the chemist and weigh myself.
Yeah.
Or I can get a look, because that's...
You've lost more. 70 is a bit too thin for you. You should be, I reckon, 75. That's a bit too thin.
Yeah. Well, that puts me right on 25, which is a perfect BMI is 25, so.
Well, I know I should be about 87 kilos, so I'm a few kilos.
So let me just make a note of that. Now, so no, jump on it again.
Oh.
We'll just double check it again. So we'll say 93 to be safe.
Yeah, it's usually about 93.
93 kgs. I'll put your name here so they... I'll put your email or your number, because I don't think they'll call you, but...
Yeah, that's all right.
Now hold on, we've got to measure, we'll measure your waist. And then... So where do your trousers normally hang? Here?
About, yeah, a bit lower. About, no, they're about there. I'll probably belt on a bit low.
Okay. Yeah, 42, which is...
Used to be less than that.
Hold on, we've got to do your height
Oh,
now.
yeah. Okay.
This is your most important one.
Okay, so you want to do...
Uh,
I'll go against here.
yeah.
Something raw or something measured for there. Alright? Is that there? Alright. There I am there. Got that? Have my finger over a bit.
Yeah, so it's a bit higher than that, because you're...
Hang on.
Hold on, put your head up straight.
Just straight.
Oh, it is, yeah?
Glad it gets all my back.
Okay, so it's about there. Right, got it.
Got it. Yep.
Okay.
Hang on. Right, you're right. That's probably 5'11".
So let's say 75. We have to do it in...
180 probably.
Yeah, we'll call it about 180, yeah, because we have to do it in metres.
Yeah, I used to be 183, but yeah, everybody loses height as they get older. They tend to go down and out.
Let me just check that again. Yeah, you were 180. 180, but that's in
Centimetres.
yeah, but that would be 1.7.
Yeah, metres.
Yeah, 1.8. Sorry.
Yeah, 1.8.
And I've done this for a while. So your weight was 93. 93 divide by your height, which is 1.80, equals 51.6. 51.6 divided by 93 again. I've done something wrong there. So that's 93.00 divided by 180. Let's try it like that. Equals, it still comes out the same. So it's 51.6 divided by this is where I went wrong. 180 equals 28.
Should be 25.
25 is ideal. Yeah.
I knew it was about 2 over. So
Yeah, 28.
23,
I've left the bloody. This is good. I've left the. Anyway, 25. So you're it's 28.6, but we'll round it down to 28. BMI. So you're not too bad. So
I
30.
am. I'm at 5 kilos over. I know that.
So 30 is classed as obese,
Is
which is that's metabolic syndrome.
Overweight, but not I can't. Obese is 30, is it? Or
Yeah.
just overweight's 30? Surely obese would be 35. Obese means like fat. That to me is when you're like super fat. Like if I was 110, 120 kilos like Steve is, that'd be really obese. That's what obese means to me.
No, to be classed as healthy, you've actually got to be really quite thin.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, you know, even when when I had my tonsils out, for some reason they wanted to do an assessment. I asked me, says, "Can we do an assessment on you?" And I said, "Yeah, no worries." And they weighed me and all that stuff. And what they'd done, they'd done my BMI to see how healthy I was. Okay, and then she sat me down and said, "Look, you're fairly healthy, but look, your BMI is this." But at the time, I wasn't aware of what they were doing, but I do now, because you were going for an operation.
Yeah.
And this is something for you to keep in mind, Sue. And people, I mean, heaven forbid, nobody in the world wants an operation.
No.
But
We'll all have one time.
well, you know, I mean, look at my mother. As 81, I mean, this has got nothing to do with your assessment, but we're just making an example out of my mother. No surgeon would probably want to operate on her because of her age, but because she's in above average health, which has been confirmed by a doctor, because she burns fat as fuel and she's not allowed, she's allowed some treats, but she's allowed to eat anything, so long as it's fresh. And but if ever you need an operation, that's when your health's really going to come into play. You see,
Absolutely.
So it's quite important.
Okay.
Now,
Right.
it's all right. I've left the BMI chart in the.
It's okay.
But anyway, I know 30s classed as obese.
Okay.
So anyway, you're better off. See, you've heard the old saying of an inch, pinch an inch. Yeah, but I think you can pinch a couple.
Do you?
Yeah. But anyway.
Right, well, let's move on.
Right. So we've got to go over this now. This is basically the food you eat. And I know you pretty well, and because you're eating too many grains. Okay. Which will bring
only through bread. So.
Yeah, that's right. Which if you change the fat, this BMI within 3 months. I mean, you've just saw Nick. How long has Nick been off? It's a couple of weeks.
Don't know. Didn't even.
Well, I saw him for about 2.5 weeks,
Yeah,
and he's lowered the bread and rice, and he's lost a kilo.
Well, I don't hardly eat any rice.
Yeah.
I don't eat much rice, but bread, what I do eat.
But the beautiful thing about rice is, why I eat it, it's gluten free. Okay, so you don't get any gut problems, or down the line, even worse, like Crohn's, celiac disease, IBS, digestive problems, and the villi suck all the micronutrients out of the food. So you make the gluten, the protein, because we don't have the enzyme to digest.
So you better be eating rice rather than bread, is what you're saying, if you're going to eat anything.
Absolutely. Yeah. Anyway, so now I've just got to go over this because we. So hold on, we're going to challenge you now because there's always a factor why people eat this food. One, it's either convenience or, etc. But I don't eat it, wheat, because there's about 5 reasons. I won't go into it right now, but because it will take too long. But basically, so what is your main reason why you overeat grains? Because this is, I think, the only real problem with you is the grain problem.
Yeah. Convenience.
That's right. Yeah. It's
And taste. I like to eat sandwiches. I like sandwiches.
Yeah.
You know, I can't come home with that. It's just as easy to make a sandwich and it's done. You know, and I like to have the ingredients in the sandwich rather than out the sandwich because I like the taste of bread.
Right.
Right, and it fills you up as well.
Right. Now we've hit the and we taught to do this.
Yeah.
Okay. When we get the signal back that it fills you up, but what you've got to remember is McDonald's fills you up, but it doesn't actually nourish the body.
No, true.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the main point of doing this assessment is to basically, I always never tell people what to eat. I always empower them with information. Okay.
Yeah,
and let them choose it.
Yeah,
if they want
to their life, their choice.
That's
of course.
correct.
Yeah. They want to listen or they don't want to listen.
Right. Okay. So inconvenient. So
but also, I think we are inundated with bread. You go into the supermarket, there's choice.
It's too easily available. Yeah.
You go to McDonald's, but you go to any of these fast food places, always a bun. Everywhere there's bread. It's almost like you're conditioned to have bread with meals.
It's difficult, and that's why me doing this course and driving for Uber, I can nip home and eat how I want to eat.
Yeah, that's right, because you're lucky you can do that. A lot of people can't do that. I could if I wanted to, but
I mean, you've got plenty of time on your hands, so it's.
But if I go out during the day, like I'll do when I look after this dude on Monday and Friday, I'm out all day long, right? He likes to go to McDonald's and eat McDonald's because it's cheap, right? That's his choice.
That's correct.
He's intellectually disabled, so I'm going, okay, do I take my fruit with me and eat in front of him, and do I have McDonald's? I don't like McDonald's, I don't like Hungry Jack's, but occasionally I'll have one. Because why? Because it's there, it's convenient, and you might forget your lunch. You know what I mean?
Well, that's why they're in business. This is what you've got to understand. So
I'm astounded at how many people there are. Queues of people waiting to go through these places.
It's phenomenal.
It's non-stop.
I know. It is phenomenal, and that's why.
Some of the stuff's not too bad, but it all comes with bread. Or falafel roll, whatever it's called, falafel roll or something.
Well, in grains, gluten is a general term for the protein in all grains. We're taught that in this, okay, and we don't really have the enzymes to break them down.
Yeah.
Okay, and this is where the problem comes in.
Right.
And that, like them microvilli, it makes them go flat. Right. So then you stop absorbing nutrients in the intestine.
I think what happens with me, because I drink too much. I like a
just make sure that you don't mean alcohol.
No,
because they often.
No, absolutely no. I'm milk.
Yeah.
Or mineral water. I drink a lot, and I drink 2 big glasses, but especially milk. I like milk.